about that?
Wow.
You feel that love?
Yes. It's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you both so much for coming. You know, I was watching that setup piece thinking, it's just now I put it together that you were sworn in to serve in the U.S. Senate, and you were at your son's hospital bedside when you were trying his last go-round. What a life and what a career it's been for you. Before we get to that decision, sir, I'd love to start with a story of who your family is and what they stand for, both of you. You talk about, and the rituals you had there, from shopping for Christmas and the Christmas lists that Jill, you always required the boys and Ashley to make.
Yep.
Write about how somewhere along the way, as your boys grew up, you began to look up to them. Can you describe Bo to us?
Well, I can describe they're always taking care of me and always saying, now, Dad, this is going to be okay. This is going to move. And expression. He said, you know your success as a father when you turn and look at your child and realize they have a thing to say, but it's kind of in all of my boys.
Yep. The book takes us through John McCain has.
That's right.
And you talk about walking into his hospital room. The two of you were by his bedding, sorry for me. How big a challenge do you think that was, Jill, for him to stay positive, to keep a smile on his face, all while managing the responsibilities of the vice presidency?
Well, I think 1% of people who have this brain cancer hope.
You talk us through in the book about an extraordinary conversation you had with President Obama when money was running tight.
I was listed as the poorest man in Congress for 36 years.
Congratulations.
I hate when he says that.
Number one.
Well, it's true.
But you, at one point, things got so tight because the hospital bills were mounted on your house in Wilmington. Tell the audience what happened.
What it was, it wasn't that. In the morning at 6 o'clock, he'd go for 3 hours of either speech therapy or physical therapy in Philadelphia. He'd have the state troopers, he was Attorney General, drive him back to his office. And he was always worried that people would think that if he didn't have he was beginning to lose the ability of his cognitive capability. But he was so proud, he did not want to be in a position where he was accepting a salary if people thought he couldn't do the job. And so our son Hunter, who does very well, could take care of it. And I said, and besides, I could take out a second mortgage. Do that. I'll give you the money. I'll give you the money.
That's who the Obamas were.
And that's who he is. And we never needed to do that. And my son Hunter had the ability to take care of it. I don't know why I even exactly what was going on because of my responsibilities and duties. So he's a generous guy. He's a genuine.
Come back. More with former Vice President Joe Biden and Jill Biden, and we'll learn the promise that Joe made to his son. His wife, Jill Biden. One of the things that jumped out to me in the book is how humbling the whole experience was for you. You know, here you are, this man of immense power in our country and in the world.
The radiation and the chemo had... Well, Bo wore these. Hunt got these for Bo and me and at Our Lady of Guadalupe down in Mexico. And we all wore them. I'm a practicing Catholic. Bo was a devout. It was more, both of us found solace in it's like meditation for us. And so I have not taken off the rosary Bo was wearing when he passed, just touching it.
Eventually, on May 30th, the entry in your journal read as follows:
Promise me you will be. What he meant...
Money.
No, but by the way, we're doing fine compared to what...
Sure, I hope you got a good deal on this book.
Very generous, but, you know, I'm a professor at Penn. I have a foreign policy nationally, a great protector of abused children. That was his passion.
So that is an amazing list of the Bidens are working.
Yes.
But, of course, there is only one project in which the world is interested in whether you are working on next. And that is the 2020. And we're back now with former Vice President and possibly future president, Joe Biden and Jill Biden. All right, that's the question. Bo and Hunter both wanted you to run. Are you getting any closer? Getting any closer?
The second year is usually tougher than the first year. At least that was my experience in the first loss.
But does it rhyme Maury Hooker?
Well, by the way,
Any names at all?
No, they're
Jill, let me ask you. Would you be prepared for this, for another presidential run? There have been two that didn't work out, perfectly in the family.
I always have felt that. And I think, Hunter and Ashley and Hallie, great man here.
See, we're gonna hold the vice president over for another block, but before I let you go, Dr. Biden, how do you think Melania Trump is doing as our first lady?
I think she's doing a great job. I really do. Poise. She's interested in a lot of things. I mean, she's doing a great job. It's a hard job,
Yeah.
and
You got to have a good poker face.
yeah, and she does.
That's important.
And she does.
I learned what it was like to be a political wife, sitting behind Barack at the State of the Union. When I knew exactly what I was going to say, and I knew.
Thank you both, Dr. Jill Biden. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
Mr. Vice President, one more block together. Looking forward to it.
Great.
We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back.